This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union.
You'll remember that back in March, we introduced you to the Sussex County Federal Credit Union's first family, Phil and Jamie Everton, chosen by the credit union to help get them on the right financial track with the expertise and the resources that the credit union offers.
So who are the Evertons? Delmarva Life's Brian Spiros has been spending time with the family. Here's their story.
Phil and Jamie Everton are your typical American family. They have a mortgage, credit card bills, student loans, car payments, a young child, and are trying to make ends meet.
I felt like as soon as we got married and built the house, it's like it was a reality check.
Phil and Jamie invited us to their Seaford home, where we also got to meet their young son, nicknamed Fen. Jamie says earlier this year she was watching Delmarva Life. She noticed how the Sussex County Federal Credit Union was looking for a first family.
Oh, Bubble Puppy.
The goal behind it all? Get that family on the right financial track using the various services the credit union offers and see the progress they make in a year's time. At first, Jamie wasn't sure if she wanted to apply.
She asked me for like a week, didn't you?
It was, yeah, I kept
You were
bringing
like, should
it
we
up.
apply for this? Should we apply for this?
I was nervous about it. Like, I thought it was a neat idea. And I'm like, well, okay, I'm a stay-at-home mom. We have all this debt. Like, I would love to try to get out of debt, try to manage our money better.
After reviewing all the applicants, the folks at the credit union made their decision.
And we're very excited to announce that we have a great family who's going to act as our first family, and we'd like to congratulate the Evertons of Seaford, Delaware, as our first family.
Going down? Okay, let's get your hat on.
For the last year, Jamie was a stay-at-home mom, which meant the family was living on one income.
It wasn't the easiest thing, I wouldn't think, to be able to do. Like, there were a lot of weeks where we weren't able to afford groceries, or we weren't able to, be able to go out to dinner or anything.
Now Jamie has a full-time job, and while that helps, the family still wants to pay down debt and have extra money at the end of each month to either put in their savings or their wallets.
Let's go. All right.
Now that the Sussex County Federal Credit Union is involved, the Evertons are headed in that direction. Last month, the credit union gathered the family's monthly expenses, their interest rates, and put several loan options together for the family to choose from.
It's really nice to see, like, okay, here's what I'm paying right now with these 3 loans combined. And then, this is what my new payment will be. And I have, wow, $75 extra. And with that, I can roll that into a savings account that will earn me interest. So it's like they're kind of paying me to save money, which is it's really neat to see those options on paper.
I'm glad that we have, so many different options. There's not just one plan we could choose. There's a bunch of different plans that all spiderweb out into each other, and we're able to actually, pick and choose how we want to save money. We can choose how much money we want to actually have, in our bank account or in our pocket at certain times.
From here on out, the Evertons will start seeing the benefits of the credit union's action plan, which will direct them towards a financial future full of security.
It's just amazing to see that, wow, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a way to get through this, to manage our debt in a way that will be okay.
And Delmarva Life will continue to follow their progress.
And as we just learned, after selecting Sussex County's first family, the credit union's next step was to analyze their current debt and create a loan reduction and savings account recommendation plan.
So joining us this afternoon to show us exactly what the family is doing and how they're now saving, Cherie Coleman, who's the Vice President of Marketing, and Debbie Jewell, who is the Business Development Manager. Thank you so much for coming from Sussex County Federal Credit Union.
I look forward to these visits.
So, this is a project, and I guess every project has to have a starting point. Where do you start?
Well, initially, the Evertons provided us with a summary of what their current bills are, what the payments are, and what their interest rate is. So we looked at all those options. We looked at what their outstanding debt is, came up with different options for them to consider by consolidating some of their credit cards, home equity loans, maybe refinancing their mortgage, other additional home equity loans, lines of credit. And we sat down with them and presented them opportunities to say, okay, these are options you can choose from. Tell us what works best for you. We gave them different terms for their loans, and also which included different payments, because obviously one person's term and payment might not work for someone else. So they came back to us and they said, okay, we appreciate seeing all these different options. This is what we would like to do. And the first thing they did was decide to consolidate one of their credit cards and home equity line of credit into a personal loan. So what they did is they took their balance of over $9,400 and their old payment was $275 a month. We were able to give them a lower interest rate and reduce their payment to $173 per month.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so monthly then they're able to save over $101 just on this one personal loan, and over the year it'll total a savings of over $1,200.
Quite impressive numbers,
Yes.
but the Evertons are saving even more still. Can you
Exactly.
explain
Yes.
that?
Yes.
They are saving even more because what we also did is we consolidated their mortgage and another equity line of credit that they had. It was a large sum of money equaling over about $240,000. So by consolidating those two and lowering the rate, their old payment was around $1,470 per month, and their new payment is now $1,200 per month. So monthly they're saving over $250, and annually that equates to over $3,000 that they're saving by consolidating those and us being able to lower their rate. So they're basically, like Deb had mentioned before, it's like having a part-time job just by comparing providers and seeing who can do the best for you. And right now Sussex County Federal Credit Union was able to save them the amount of money that they would have probably earned in a part-time job.
So take the credit card and home equity loan, those savings, combine it with the mortgage and the additional home equity refinancing, their monthly savings is now over $350. So within a year, they're going to save over $4,200 just by refinancing those particular products. So then we took that savings, we said, okay, well, this is what you can save on your monthly loan payments. We can now turn that into different savings account options to help you plan for your son's future, to help you plan for retirement, the holidays, and by doing so, they've actually opened up a holiday club account and a share builder certificate and still have extra money in their wallet.
What I think is interesting about all of this is they're not necessarily living with less.
That's
They're living with the same
Exactly.
amount of money, but
Yes.
they're getting more back.
They're getting more bang for their buck, so to speak, and at the same time they're going to pay down their debt sooner if they choose, because their savings is building. So should they choose to take some of that savings and apply larger payments to what they have, they could reduce their debt further while they're still saving money and earning compound interest on their savings accounts. So we're helping them meet their financial goals.
No longer the problem of too much month left to the end of the money.
Right.
There you go.
And of course, we're going to keep following
Exactly.
this.
Yes, we are. Can't wait to hear more. If you'd like more information on how you can get financially fit with Sussex County Federal Credit Union, all you have to do is go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab.
Still to come on Delmarva Life, we're in the kitchen this Tuesday afternoon, but we're not cooking, we're juicing.
But next, you may start seeing some more kids on campus at Delaware Technical Community College. We're going to tell you what that's all about and how your little one can get involved. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.